Hi there, quick video on how to make waggles or slides. Now this YouTube account is my main one for putting content out, but when I make a video short, I also put it on a similar one that I've got on TikTok, and it's the best performing video I've got on that channel. Now when I was involved in skirting, I used to love making a waggle because it's a little bit of identity from the main uniform while still being smart. So what we'll do, without further ado, we'll start off with the basic one. Now just like if you're making a paracord bracelet, you need it the right size, and that's the trick with the waggle. You need to get the internal diameter right so it doesn't slide off your scarf and then you lose your hard work. Now what I normally suggest is using something like a broom handle, or a yard brush I guess you'd call it in the States. So I need to get a broom handle size pole. I see one. Well, I'm striking camp soon anyway. Sorted. So that's that secured, and we're going to make it on this end here. Looks about right. What I would also suggest as well, you need at least 54 inches of paracord, but I would go up to 60 depending on the width of your stick that you're using. It's better to think twice, cut once and get too much than to have to cut it again. So then the first thing you do is find the middle of your paracord and you make this knot here. It's called a lark's head or a cow hitch. Very simple one. It's used a lot in paracord knitting. So then what we start doing with our lark's head is bending these two ends back, and we're going to weave it around these two bits here. And I'm going to show you a different bit of footage of this because it's not very clear to do on the pole. These two pieces represent those that are going around the hazel, and these two I've just introduced here are going to represent the pieces we're working with. Now to do the cobra weave, you can do it from either side, but I'm going to start from the left and she'll do some on the waggle as well. So that piece comes over like that. Second piece goes over the first piece like that. You then stick that piece underneath these two that are around the hazel, and this is why it's quite problematic to show you on the wood. And then this D shape here is where it ends up, like that. It's basically tying an overhand knot around two pieces of cord. Now at this stage you can take the waggle off, as you'll see, but just for reference, this upright piece here, the alternate side, tells you which way to go. So that one goes over like that, this one over the top of the first one, and then we stick those two underneath there, and then this one goes through that D shape like that. And the tighter you pull these, the more cordage you'll get on there. So you can see now there's a new upright bit that we're going to start from, and then you just go that way, that way, that way, that way, and alternate until you can get no more on. So let's have a look at the anatomy now. So you got there two pieces there that I was weaving round. That length there and there are the ones I'm working with, and this is the first part of the cobra weave tied. So what you then do is just give it a good old nudge and tighten like that. And now this is workable, and you take it off and do it freehand. So we'll get cracking. Oh, and this is what 30 look like, ready for a cub evening. So I won't show you all this, but just in reference to the rig that I had. So I've done the first one, and there's the upright piece. So the next one comes across, this one goes over there, and you're going to go through the middle, or the internal diameter of your waggle to be, and then just pull it through that D shape like that. And you just motor all the way around until you get to here. So here we are, I'm about to do the last turn. There's the upright bit, so it's going to go across, down, over and through the D here. And this is the original lark's head here. So obviously the more turns you get in, the less of a join you'll notice, when that obviously sits at the back of your scarf like that. Now the good thing is, with a busy pattern like this, it's not that noticeable even if it turns round. Now as with all things you make with paracord, you snip the ends off and then seal them with a lighter. You just put the lighter over it like this, very quickly, and then squish it to make a little rivet like that. So there's your Mark 1 paracord waggle. Now we'll look at doing two colours. So to make a two colour one, predictably you need two colours. So instead of 60 inches like I had before, this is two 30-inch pieces. So what you do is put the two ends together like this, melt them, and then push them together very quickly again, minding you don't burn yourself. And that's what you get, something like that. And then you just do it like the other one, but make sure the joint is exactly in the middle there. Now whichever colour you start with first, that will be the dominant one, and the second one will be the one on the outer, as you'll see. I'll start with the green. Here we go, cross, over, tuck that in through there, get a good old pull and tighten. So there it is, done. That's the one I started with, the green, which is the dominant one around the middle, and then you get this lovely pink around the edge here as well. You can use two pieces of colour to make a half and half woggle. So for this, you're going to see two lengths of different colours that are 30 inches long. You tie the lark's head around the middle of one piece like you see here, and then you've got a slightly different knot, which is this one, which if I pause for a minute, you can just see the makeup of it. And then what you do, you just do the red one across there, and the multicoloured one goes across there. The link at the top of the video will show you how to tie this knot in more detail. That's how you do it if you do. So I hope that's been useful to you. It's no reason why I couldn't put them around hiking poles as well, I guess. This one here is the final one I'm going to show you. If the cobra weave wasn't a macho enough name for basically an overhand, this is the super cobra. And what you've got here, the white is a basic waggle. The super cobra weave here, which is basically going round again. This is the two-part one, like the pink and green one that I've just done. The only thing with this, you've got to remember, it makes a great big chunky waggle, which is great, but of course the internal diameter of the hole will change. Right, I'm all woggled out now. If you want any more paracord stuff to play with, I'll put a link of a load of videos in the description.